Hey everyone, I wanted to go live, and if you're watching this later as a recording, of course it's not live anymore, but I'm going to save this video for anyone who needs some help with meal planning, meal prepping. These are just some tips that I hope can help you on what I've done with meal planning and meal prepping. There's so much more that can go into this, so I can do this as a series because I just can't fit it all into a short enough video for you. So first, I want to rewind and just go back to your goals. If your goal is to lose weight, then of course I can help you with making a meal plan that'll fit your goals according to your weight and your fitness level. In my boot camps, I do that for you and I help you with that. Or if you just want to be healthier and eat healthier things, then you need to start buying things that are healthier for you. There's so much information on the internet nowadays. It's there's no reason that you can't find what you need online. But if you can't find what you need, or you just don't want to spend the time, of course I can help you with that. So start with your goals, and then every weekend I like to shop for my meals throughout the week. It just makes it easier on me. I hate having to go to the grocery store after a work day. I'm just exhausted after teaching 17 children. So I'd much rather make sure I have everything all set and bought on the weekend. And it's more fun and it's more relaxing. You're not as rushed to get home after a long day at work. And you're not as tired, and you don't have impulse buys, because usually you are tired when you are tired and you go grocery shopping. You just buy like sugary, fatty stuff because that's what your body's craving. So I like to go on the weekends. So you also on the weekends, like, you want to ask yourself, how many meals do you want to prepare for? You need to have a plan when you go into the grocery store. If you don't, you're just gonna be buying whatever. I always make a list. And my husband makes fun of me because I always forget my list at home, and I'm like, hey, I text him, hey, can you send me the grocery list? I totally forgot. Without it, I always forget one or two things, and I bump myself on the head because I remember on my drive home. And I get things that I do not need. So it's so important to think about that before you go, and you save a lot of money doing that too. So I plan for about 6 dinners throughout the week, maybe 5. I also have to buy snacks for lunches. I also have to buy things like breakfast essentials, so like eggs, milk, toast. Usually we run out of pretty quickly. That'll be another thing for breakfast. Coffee. Well, we don't have to buy that once a week, but you know what I mean, for breakfast. So we have that. What else was I going to add? So stick to easier meals when you start planning your meals for the before you go grocery shopping. For example, tacos, spaghetti, pizza, burgers and fries. I always shoot for a veggie plus a protein plus a carb when it comes to my lunch, main meal, and for dinner. Lunch, I have that as my main meal, and then I also have snacks either after or before lunch with school, because I just need that constant energy in my body, and I'm always hungry after school. And notice that I have not given up comfort foods. I said spaghetti, I said burgers and fries, I said pizza. I've just healthified them. And I can do that in another episode, but it's so easy these days to buy things that are healthier versions of foods that we love. And no, it doesn't taste the same, but I cannot tell you how different my body is, my digestive system is, just healthifying these foods. You feel so much better afterwards and the day after. You have so much more energy, because when you're feeding your body healthier things, it gets the energy it needs. When you feed it crap, you're going to feel like crap. It's that simple. When you're cooking dinner, always make more than what you'll eat for lunch leftover. Make more than what you'll eat so you can have them for lunch leftovers. So when you are buying stuff for burgers, fries, don't just make, half of it or whatever. Just make all of it and then save the rest. Don't get a second plate for dinner. Just save it, put it in a container, put it in your fridge and away for your lunch or the next day or even 2 days later. I also, I forgot to mention, not just snacks for lunches I plan for. I always plan to either buy a salad kit, or I make my own huge salad, and I can usually make like a mixture of things or a salad kit, and it lasts me 3 days. I add a protein to that because usually salad kits don't have proteins, so I'll add chickpeas. I'm a vegetarian, so I might add chickpeas to it. I might add tofu to the salad, red kidney beans, black beans, whatever I'm feeling like. I love the Southwest taco salad from Trader Joe's, and I add black beans to it. So good. So I make sure I always have a veggie, protein, and carb for lunch and dinner. And then also save yourself some time and make your meals for dinner even easier and for lunch by buying some prepared foods, especially frozen fruits and frozen veggies, because and make sure they just list those in the ingredients. Like if you're buying frozen strawberries, make sure it just says strawberries and it's not like there's not added sugar to it. It doesn't say strawberries and sugar. Or sometimes when you buy frozen veggies, it might be cooked in butter. Like, don't get that. It's actually better to just add your own organic natural butter to the veggies if you really want it. Butter's totally fine. It's just when you can't control the portion of the butter or whatever else they put in it, oils, you just don't want to mess with that, and it messes with your goals. So I hope that was helpful. I wanted to do this video on some tips for meal planning and meal prepping because I posted a ton of polls last night to get some more insight from you guys, my followers, on what you would like to see more of, and more people voted for nutrition tips. So I hope this helps. If you have any other questions, or if you want to hear more about any of the tips I kind of touched on, let me know, because like I said, I can go into way more detail than that. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you're not following me already on Instagram, please do. My Instagram handle is Pencils and Planks. You'll find inspiration, motivation, stories about how I've come to this place in my life, and I love so much this journey I'm on, and I hope you can join me on my journey. And I hope that parts of my journey inspire you to start your own. So hope you have a great night, and I'll see you next week.